Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here, and we are finally here with the road to top 10 in the OU tier. We're just waiting for OLT to finish, but we're here. The purpose of this series, if you are new, is to climb the Pokemon Showdown online ladder to top 10 in the OU tier, starting from 0, which is the equivalent to 1,000 points. Unfortunately, they didn't reset the ladder, I believe, when Ultra Sun and Moon came out, so my AIM account, which I would use for all these road top 10s, still has too many points in all the tiers, so decided to make a new account. We're going to be going with this team from Little Lucario, and you guys should actually be seeing the team on your screen right now, and I'll give you guys a little breakdown. Alright guys, so let's talk about the team a little bit where you guys can just see what I'm using. So this team is based around Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir is a great breaker in the tier. Obviously it's lost a lot of shine and usage due to Pokemon like Tapu Koko, Mega Alakazam, because obviously Mega Pinsir takes up a Mega slot, as well as the rise of Pokemon like Rotom in the tier. Can't really break through Celesteela 2. A really common core is Mega Pinsir plus Magnezone, which this team does not have. However, I believe that it's really easy as well versus certain offensive builds to chip away from Mega Pinsir. Pokemon like Greninja are easily chipped away at. They only need about 80%. They need to be at about 80% HP for Pinsir to break through. Earthquake is just the best move in my opinion at the moment, since hitting Magearna for super effective damage, as well as the Oko always on Heatran is better than the Oko always on Tyranitar, in my opinion, especially because Tyranitar is also another mon that's pretty easy to wear down with the team. Next up, we have Tapu Fini. We're max speed defog. Max speed allows us to outspeed Pokemon like Mamoswine, which would otherwise be threats to the team. And then it goes rest in HP. This is a dedicated defogger. Tapu Fini's role on the team is to check Pokemon like Battle Bond, Greninja, resisting its dual stab, being able to defog away the spike. Nature's Madness plus Scald is chosen over Moonblast because Scald is just really nice for offensive Lando. Again, Mamoswine is a big one as well. Being able to burn Pokemon like Celesteela as well, and Pokemon just in the air is really helpful for Pinsir's ability to sweep. So next up, originally this was a Magma Storm Heatran, but Little Lucario changed it just because he knows I don't want to use that, especially on the first episode, and miss all my Magma Storms. So he made it Steelium Z-Tran. Mono Steelium Z-Tran is also really cool because its ability to knock out Mega Latios from full, as well as get the KO on Mega Alakazam. It also deals insane damage to Pokemon like Tyranitar and Mega T-Tar, obviously. And it's just a great stab move, doing a ton to Garchomp, KOing it after rocks. Things like that. Lava Plume is preferred because you are using Steelium Z. You're actually not forced to use moves like Magma Storm, in my opinion. Steelium Z allows you just to wear down Pokemon that otherwise would check you. Again, Gren and Lotties just like that. So I don't think you need Magma Storm to chip away at them to make them stay in. That way you can get a free switch into Ferrothorn or Tapu Fini, as this team obviously has. Modest Earth Power also 2 KOs Toxapex guaranteed with a burn from Lava Plume, so that's really nice, which is why Taunt is also paired on the set, allowing Heatran to break through Pex, opening up a door for Greninja, opening up a door for Pinsir to not be hazed, and just it works as a breaker. So Battle Bond Gren, next mon on the team. Shouldn't really have to give an explanation for this mon, but paired with Heatran, weakening and wearing down Pex, paired with Tapu Fini, with Misty Terrain helps with a T-Spike, paired with Pinsir breaking down Pex. Greninja is obviously a lot better right now. It actually likes Pinsir a lot too, because Pinsir deals with one of Greninja's best switch-ins, which is Tangrowth. So Pinsir just obviously deals with that from there, and Water Shuriken provides the speed tier we need. Works as a Heatran check on the team as well, and Spike support is really nice for Pinsir. Also, Dark Pulse is really good for weakening the Iapop Berry Rotom that are running around right now, and it allows Pinsir to easily sweep. So that's the idea behind this. So next up we have the Pokemon with #1 in usage, Landorus Therian form, Choice Scarf Landorus. We are defensive Landorus. Defensive Landorus allows this Pokemon to switch in easier to Zard X and Zygarde. So what I mean by that is we are Scarf Landorus with enough speed, but we're defensive enough to take on Bandit Zygarde if necessary, just take a hit from it, as well as Charizard X. That's another reason why the Tapu Fini is running max speed, Adamant Choice Band Zygarde is a threat to the team. Rock Slide is on the set. Not that the team is necessarily weak to opposing Pinsir, but also having a reliable move for Zard Y is really, really solid. And just having the speed control in Landorus' which is Landorus' role for the team. 76 attack investment, I believe, is needed for Zard Y. Just to go down also helps out versus opposing Pinsir. And slower U-turns are actually preferred versus opposing Scarf Landorus because we can obviously get in a breaker from there like Pinsir to put in a little bit of work. And last but not least, we have Stealth Rock FERROTHORN. This FERROTHORN actually has the luxury of running Gyro Ball and Power Whip. Power Whip is typically preferred these days because obviously not letting Greninja do its thing for free is a lot better than, I think, just getting a little bit of extra damage off on fairy types. But obviously this is also the Lele answer on the team. We're running double steel plus a dark type, so Lele is not always going to run or click psychic, and if it clicks Moonblast, we obviously have double steel. Biggest threat I would think would be all out pummeling Lele or just Specs Focus Blast set in general, but we're not 2 KO'd by Specs Battle Ball and Gren's Dark Pulse. Knock it out with Power Whip. Leech Seed provides reliable support and recovery, and you guys know what FERROTHORN does. So that's basically the team right here. As I actually start creating the teams that I use, because I think that as we keep going up, I will actually start building. I'll be able to give more in-depth descriptions of it. But yeah, stay tuned for the actual episode. Alright guys, so here we are with our first battle, and like I said, or I might have said, but the ladder is unfortunately reset, so this guy just left. Nice. Already put Ionex twice too. So we got our first win of the road to top 10. Okay, starting off strong. By the way, if you are excited about the road to top 10, I would love if you leave a like, leave a comment. What's your favorite thing about? I might just lose to Mini, or this is bringing back random battles. Leave your comment about what your favorite thing about the road to top 10 is, and things like that. Like that stuff helps me out. It also encourages me to keep doing these things. Wow, I don't know what to think. Like if this was higher up on the ladder, I would assume this is like Spike's Gren plus a whole bunch of setup. I love my Greninja in this game, but I absolutely love Landorus. I feel like Landorus just matches up super well versus my opponent's team. Leads off with Gliscor. Now the worst thing that Gliscor can do to Landorus is knock it off, or Toxic, I feel. Looking like this might just be Stealth Rock just based on the nature of his team. I'm super worried about losing to Superior if I go for the Defog with Feeny, which I will, by the way. I will definitely go for Defog with Feeny, but Feeny's my play right here just in case he's toxic or anything like that. Okay, swapped his attack and defense. I do not know what to expect here. I'm going to throw off a Scald. Yo, the lower ladder is the scariest part. Now, I could have easily used Rain to climb this to probably like the 1700s without a loss even, but I don't think it was worth to use the exact same thing that I used in basically OLT. It's not really fun. I want to try and use a balanced build, and I love Mega Pinsir, and I haven't really been able to use it too much this metagame, mainly because of, you know, I talked about it in the builder, but Zam running around, it's like terrain, the rise of Rotom as well. Serp comes out, pretty easy HEATRAN switching if you ask me, unless it's HP Ground. Can't even glare me under Misty Terrain, which is awesome. At worst it Leech Seeds, as unfortunately it does, but we're going to taunt this bad boy, preventing him from subbing on me. Again, Greninja is super good in the late game versus this guy. Yeah, Greninja is super good in the late game versus this guy. But you know what's really good versus me? Minior. Thankfully, I have Pokemon like Ferrothorn and Greninja's Water Shuriken and Intimidate. So I'll get on Tapu Fini here. Ideally, this Gren isn't a Gunk Shot Protean variant, but it's Battle Bond as he goes for Hydro Pump. I did not see Protean activate, so this is definitely a Battle Bond. We can throw off a Nature's Madness, catching either Superior ideally, or even go anything else. There's no point in throwing off a Scald. I don't obviously have Moonblast, and no point in throwing off a Scald since I can't burn under my own terrain. So Serp comes out, lovely. 50, don't show me leftovers, even though you should be leftovers when I see that build. Yep. And right out to HEATRAN we go. This is going to be very annoying. This is going to be super annoying to deal with. But thankfully, he just opts to throw off a Leaf Storm. So I don't think Leech Seed runs HP Ground. I don't think any Superior really runs HP Ground. So Lava Plume is relatively free. If he does go Greninja takes the literal chip that I need for it to go down to +2 from my +2 from my Pinsir, +2 quick attack. So Charizard comes out. I do have a defensive Landorus. If you're Zard Y, there's no way you go for Flamethrower. You go for Focus Blast, Earthquake. If you're Zard X, you might Dragon Dance up, but I do have Rock Slide with Lando. It is Zard Y, assuming... Alright, that boy took some anime status right there and dropped me on my neck with Silent Toss, but we'll go for Scarf Rock Slide. I'm not going to bother predicting around this Charizard because now I have no idea what it's want to do. Alright, great. Zard is gone. The Sun Up is a little bit scary though. Yeah, Sun Up is a little bit scary. Because Minior seems problematic. But goes Gren, so it's basically fine for me because I can always go Tapu Fini. It's always a counter to this thing, and I can double out to Ferrothorn if need be. As he throws off an Ice Beam, can't even freeze him into that. Now, if this dude randomly throws off a Hydro Pump here in the Sun, I'll be pretty sad. But what I want to do is, because we have one more turn of Sun left, and I really want that damage off on Gren, I'm going to double out to Heatran. A little bit scared about making this play. Because my opponent could do whatever they want right here. They really could. It looks like they forfeit. Good. That's like the best possible scenario for me. Go ahead and forfeit. I like that. Did he come back? No, he didn't. Ooh, very scary team. Ditto kind of just keeps it in check. Not a fan. Not a fan of my opponent's team. Very problematic. I love Scarf Lando in this though. It checks Hoopa, checks Lopunny, can check, and he leads off with Hoopa too, so I actually get the U-turn off, which is awesome, to knock him out immediately. Yeah, worst case he was Sash and then he stole my Scarf. That could have been bad because of Magician. Nice. I'm enjoying this. Fast games, that's what I like to see. Start off the road top 10 pretty early. Get 1,200, 1,300 this episode, maybe around 1,200. Yo, I'd use this guy's team in my in-game. I 100% would. This is some cool Pokemon. Electrode should have Stab Explosion or Mind Blown. Honestly, it should. It's the OG Exploder. Mind Blown would be so fire on this thing too because it has Electric, then I can use HP Ice. Anyway, it has a problematic team. Oh, now I think about it. Man, you do not kill Ferrothorn. Yeah, I think he realized my Pokemon were a little bit more grown up than his. Okay, going alright. Pretty much what I expected from the first one. Again, like I could have used some sort of offense, like. Oh man, I don't want to play this. Okay, so this is gonna be an annoying one. Celesteela in particular will be annoying, but I absolutely love Heatran versus this type of team. I think that's Banded Tara on this type of build too, and Mega Garchomp. We're going to lead Heatran immediately as it matches up super well versus almost everything. It actually could be Megatar 2 plus SDZ Chomp. Do I want to pop my Z immediately though? I really do. Yeah, I do. It is Megatar, but I think weakening this thing is... Oh man, I almost picked up the KO too. Thankfully, he just went for rocks. So what I can do here is throw off a Lava Plume. It will knock out Tyranitar, get rid of the sand for Juro almost, because he doesn't have any sand. And Lava Plume can also potentially burn Toxapex, which I do to a KO because I am Modest Heatran. Burning Garchomp would be great. If he randomly goes Celesteela here, that'd be awesome too. I'd definitely take that turn one. Getting rid of his sand user immediately is awesome. Only thing that could have been better is if I actually knocked it out. But it's actually better that I did this because then I waste extra turns of sand and I force him to go something like Drill. Well, this is really nice. Getting rid of Tyranitar is awesome. Heatran's going to be really key. Just being able to spam Lava Plume. Come in on Celesteela and stuff. Really nice. Drill comes out. It's on a balloon. Which is alright. Because I can always go Lando and U-turn. He should SD though. He actually did not SD. I think I would always SD there, but then again, I understand the risk of going for it. But we can U-turn to pop his balloon, and the next turn is the last turn of sand. So that's pretty important as well. Nice. Didn't even... Oof, I'll take it. Didn't even flinch me. So we can get a Tapu Fini here, and I'm pretty safe to go for the Defog. Now, Drill on a balloon, I'm not sure if he'd be Adamant or Jolly. I think I'd always run Jolly Drill. I've used this team, and on the build I used of it was Jolly Drill, but I think getting rid of the rocks is just way too tempting right here. Way too tempting to then just go for Scald or anything. Plus, Drill can't knock me out at +1 anyway if it opts to go for SD. And if he goes Feeny, Pex, that's great. Sand ends this turn, so I get Leftovers recovery as well if he switches. So it's looking good. It's looking very, 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 very good. Anyway, my friends are hilarious. Anyway, I don't know how he wants to respond, or what's his response to this, but in the end game, Pinsir is so nasty if I can get rid of Celesteela. And I already talked about how good Heatran is in this, and my Heatran is going to be at 100%, so that's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So, goes on to Tangrowth. Don't mind that too much. I'm going to use this opportunity to get up my rocks with my Ferrothorn. The other play I can make is obviously go Pinsir on the knockoff, but I don't mind Ferrothorn being knocked off, especially because Rock's going to be really nice here. I don't want to risk, obviously, my Heatran. I doubt it's HP Fire Tangrowth on this type of build, too. This is your... Really? So if it's HP Fire, I mean, this is your counter to... Why is it HP Fire on this build? How do you beat... Isn't it Grass, not Giga Drain? Okay. Alright, that's fine. Surprised it's HP Fire. If he gives me a boost, though... Smart play going for knock. But at this point, I get a modest Lava Plume off, and this is so good. This is just so good because rocks are up, nothing wants to switch in. Go Pex, get burnt. I beat it to a KO with Earth Power. So either way, it's good. Staying with Tangrowth, I could potentially burn you. Yep, get in Pex. Go ahead, burn please, so we don't have to deal with anything. Unfortunately, we do not get the burn here, but if he opts to go for recover, look how much this does, 50. As he sets up a T-Spike. So I don't think it's in my best interest to actually predict anything because if he goes Garchomp, the chip damage on that's going to be really nice. If he goes Celesteela, which is the only thing besides Tangrowth that resists this attack, I'll be good either way. So, and if he gives me Pex, then Gren goes in. Yeah, I don't care about Garchomp coming in. You just put yourself in range of a regular Greninja Specs attack. He could easily go for the... I feel like Misty Terrain is going to be key, and I don't have to care about that. If I go Lando and he goes for his Dragonium, which I think he could, that'd be really bad, but yeah. I think it's better to get in my Lando now, force him to do that, and then get in Feeny and just start tearing through him with Pinsir. That was a good play. The other alternative was obviously going Pharaoh right there, but... I don't think he stays in when I go for Moonblast here. You're also -1, but yeah, I don't think you stay in. That was a good play. I was debating sacking Ferrothorn there, but I was thinking... Because I think Misty Terrain will be enough to keep out the T-Spike, so I don't think I need a defog, which is why I was debating stacking Ferro there, but yeah. Ooh, well played. You will not knock me out, though. And Scald hopefully does 28%. If Scald doesn't do 20, I should calc this, but if Scald doesn't do 28%, then I know I won't die to Garchomp's +1, so I'm not going to bother calculating that. 26 to 31. Because the alternative is sacking Pharaoh and getting in Pinsir to revenge. Because he doesn't have rocks. I think that's the better play. Sacking Pharaoh and then getting in Pinsir. Misty Terrain is up, so that's great. I can easily get in Pinsir now. Mega Evolve and go for return. Keep my Misty Terrain Mon alive, that way my Greninja doesn't have to worry about being poisoned. And he opts to give me Garchomp, so that's awesome. Don't even have to, like, he barely forces out Heatran now. So Pinsir is in. Again, no rock, so we don't have to worry about that. Assuming Celesteela is going to want to come out. I'm debating SDing just to weaken it to the point of Heatran putting in the work, but because if he goes for Leech Seed, it's annoying. But you literally have to go Celesteela here. There's no other play, bro. Celesteela comes out. Oh, he goes for Flame Charge. This is like the best turn ever. I'm now boosted, so I just click Lava Plume and don't care. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, you should. I expect the Leech Seed, but Flame Charge does not matter at all. Ah, nice. Not bad, not bad. And he goes Pex too, so it takes way too much from Lava Plume. Yep. Takes way too much from Lava Plume right there. And then he brings out Drill. At this point, I think it's SD Rapid Spin, so I don't even think... I mean, at this point, Tapu Fini does not matter at all. So, I get in Fini. Goes for EQ. I throw off a Scald here. If he switches out to Tangrowth, I get in Heatran and get my KO. Yep. Use max speed. I can also get in my Greninja, but... There's no way he's Rock Slide. Like, I don't think Rock Slide is this. I'm pretty sure on an air balloon, you're not Rock Slide. You're always SD. I think this guy's gonna predict, because I feel like I don't lose anything by getting in here and here, as long as it's not. Actually, if it is an Earthquake variant, I might lose. And he has Flame Charge, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm a little bit worried. And plus, he could double out to Excadrill. Ooh, nice double, dude. But then I always go back out to Pinsir, and I click the exact same thing. Every Rock Slide's great play, but I don't think he has it. I really don't think he has it. And I have enough Pokemon to the point where I can keep doing this just because rocks are up, canceling what he can do. Yep. Gonna go right back out into my Heatran here. Like, and him doubling also just confirms you do not have. Him doubling always just confirms he does not have Earthquake. Why would you not go for Earthquake if you had it? I also have no idea what to expect from this Celesteela. I really don't know what to expect. Like, is he gonna double right back and then go for Earthquake again? He probably. I think if he doubles back, he's gonna go for Iron Head. But again, not trying to risk the Mon that wins. And he goes for Leech Seed there and unfortunately misses. I don't understand why he would not go for that in the first turn. And at this point, I either 2-KO Celesteela, I knock out Drill, which is the only thing that forces out Heatran, or I 2-KO Tangrowth, which means that Greninja goes in. So, unfortunate that my opponent missed there for sure. I don't have to bother taunting either. I just Lava Plume. Modest Lava Plume is going to do too much. He made the play, but I don't get why he Flame Charged initially. You should always Leech Seed when... I guess he's just Flame Charge Heavy Slam. I actually kind of like that. Too bad Lava Plume has 20 more PP. If you give me, again, if you give me Pex, then Gren goes in. You give me Celesteela, then Pinsir wins. Leech Seed kind of was the icing on the cake. Leech Seed missing. Oh, I hope it was Carvel Cake. Like, ice cream cake is fire. I don't like cake. It just died. I'm not a big fan of cake, actually. But ice cream cake, though? Hold up. Anyway, he gave me Gren, or excuse me, Tangrowth, which I think was actually defensive on this build, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, nice. Nice. Don't have to bother predicting at all. Yep. Gives me Drill, which is the only thing that forces out my Celesteela. You guys think he's sub? I just SD here. Sack it. I don't think Flame Charge is going to knock me out, but it definitely knocked me out with Leech Seed. And then, oh my gosh, look at that damage. Look at that damage. And then we can bring out the big boy. Hey, if this boy has Earthquake, you know what? He deserves the win. He deserves the win if he has Earthquake. If not, I mean, I'm going to look for another game anyway. Not even faster. Okay, awesome. Yo, this is a UU team, but then it has Charizard and Thundurus. Good game, dude. That's a really cool team, though. Like, this is in the Jamvad team builder. That's Tentacruel. Rapid Spin support. Rocker is either Crocodile or Cobalion. Thundurus is nasty. I mean, when I'm not entirely sure what my opponent's going to lead off with, Landorus is always the go-to lead because of U-turn giving me momentum. As far as winning goes, Pinsir is pretty solid here if I weaken Thundurus. So I think we're going to go for the Pinsir game plan. I can SD on something like Slowking, and he actually leads off with Thundurus. So he Scarf HP Ice. I'm going to go Infini. I don't think Fini does too much in this game besides Defog, and I'm assuming he'd HP Ice here if anything. It's leftovers. I decided to throw off a Scald as opposed to switching around just because I saw leftovers and it... First off, this is his Dark Resist besides This is Dark Resist besides the Crocodile, so I will gladly put Cobalion in range of Specs Dark Pulse and Quick Attack. This is one of the mons that's faster than Pinsir. And I can just defog here as he brings out Slowking. So this guy is giving me pretty much damage on everything. We're going to taunt Slowking. I kind of doubt it's Calm Mind. I think it's more like a Future Sight type of set. Yep. As he Future Sights on key. Oh man, don't Dragon Tail me out into something. Oh, you can't Dragon Tail me out. That's awesome. Hold up. That's incredible because I'm a Fairy type. Yep. So I can get in Gren here, and I'm pretty sure Specs Hydro Pump destroys Thundurus. He can't go for Prankster Thunderwave because I'm in a Dark type, and I think Gren goes in only if I get Battle Bond for him, so I'm willing to risk Hydro Pump right here. As he actually risks his Thundurus, and I get my Battle Bond for him, and now I can just Dark Pulse through this guy's team. I do not have to care at all. I think it's a wrap. Tentacruel? Not a problem. I get in Pharaoh. Charizard's still a threat though, as he Infistates me, which hurts him even worse than hurts. I don't want to go for Leech Seed and then get his ability going back to me, so I'm actually going to go for Rocks here as he sets up T-Spike. And we'll just Power Whip. If he spins, Spin plus Power Whip will put him at 50%, less than 50%, excuse me. Oh man, hold up. I'm actually tempted just to spam Rocks because, yeah, he can't stop it. He's taking. I didn't realize Power doing 65. Wow. So I'm keeping on my Rocks because I pressure Charizard obviously. He already gave me. This was his Water Resist, and I think Water. Well, besides Slowking obviously, but I think Gren is gonna go in. Anyway, I just spam Rocks. The second he goes for Infestation again, plus Helmet. Yeah, if you die. By the way, you do not... First off, you can't keep up Rocks regardless if he dies or not. Secondly, I would love if he goes for Infestation again. I don't think his T-Spikes are too problematic. Yo, how is that on cue? How was that on cue? I gotta know. I gotta know how he did that. That man froze me on instantly. A thaw. Alright, we're getting Feeny here. Unfortunately, I have to take T-Spike. But I want to defog. I don't even have to defog. I just want T-Spike going. Alright, to get some Cobalion. This is great. I didn't have to defog because again, the way this team works, it has 3 Pokemon unaffected by T-Spike, and then if I get a Misty Terrain and Pinsir Mega Evolves, it doesn't care either. I'm okay with him getting up Rocks if anything. Your dad is Scald here, so yeah. Go ahead and get your Rocks up, dude. Give me Cobalion. I think Pinsir just goes in with or without. Like, whatever my opponent does. How much is LANDORUS-T? Yep. Good percentage. I can taunt Charizard. Brings out Crook. Gonna attempt to defog here as he Earthquakes. Gets the Moxie and knocks me out. I think I get in my Pinsir now. Could be Scarf. I'm assuming it's Scarf Crook. I think I just go right for return and I pick up my KO. I don't pick up my KO, unfortunately, as he goes for Fire Fang and unfortunately misses. He did freeze me. He obviously froze me, but yeah, that miss sucked. It wouldn't have knocked out Pinsir, but it did have the option of burning him, or the chance to burn slash crit. With a crit, it would definitely knock out Pinsir. I'm assuming it would do around 60. Anyway, Dark Pulse wins this game, so I'm going to just keep returning here. I could have SD'd up on that Crocodile's face too, but I was scared of Stone Edge. And I crit Slowking as well. Yeah, that definitely mattered. Alright, Charizard about to drop. If you're Zard Y, you're going to drop. Your Zard X, I'm pretty sure return into Quick Attack. Oh, it doesn't. Wow, surprised. Spam Earthquake here. You can knock me out, buddy. Get in Lando, click Earthquake. Win the game. I think I already IO next, but I mean, I do that like 10 million times. Even if he literally has to crit me here with Dragon Claw or Flare Blitz, and at the end of the day, I still have Water Shuriken to come in and knock him out, but Lando was the first answer. There we go. Nice, we got our win. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good start, good start. Getting some dubs. I would hope we would get dubs down here. Scary team. I was like, wait, Mega Metagross is allowed again? I don't know why. Like, that was my first thought process. Pretty similar. As far as Scarfers go, Chomp and Greninja, both a fun dude. Both stick out to me. It's definitely Mega Zard, so I think T-Tar is banded. Leads Gren. Because I got the attack drop on him, I think I can afford to go Tapu Fini here. Because if he goes for Gunk Shot or something, I'll be fine anyway. As he does go for Spike. So is it just Suicide lead, or what's the what's the agenda here? He can't T-Wave me because of Misty Terrain, so taunt that boy as he tries to go for Thunder Wave, even though Misty Terrain. So maybe it's just Roost Air slash Nasty Plot maybe. Get in here, right here. I'm gonna throw off a Lava Plume before throwing off. A Steelium Z because, again, I don't want some like Charizard coming in on me, and this is pretty risky because he could easily go for Flamethrower. But assuming it's Zard X, he'd go for Earthquake there, anything like that. Yep. Get in Lando. Because I don't switch in very well, if I U-turn on this thing, I'm gonna click Earthquake as he brings out Gren, and that's awesome. He just put Gren in range of Quick Attack, so awesome, awesome, awesome. He could still be Gunk Shot. He could very easily still be Gunk Shot. But he's going Togekiss, so I don't know what to think now because I feel like I'm gonna claim a KO easily with my Heatran. He can't Thunder Wave me. I'm gonna claim a KO right now. I'm actually gonna Earth Power too. I'm not gonna go for Steelium because Earth Power knock out Zard. I'm modest. It should knock out Zard. And it also knock out Gren and do enough to T-Tar for my Steelium to knock it out. I don't have to worry about a Zard now. Beautiful. Chomper comes out. Because Misty Terrain is up, his Dragonium won't be able to knock out my Landorus. I'm also at full HP. Yeah, it's not gonna knock me out, buddy. Yum. Actually, no, because I'm in the... I always forget how that move works. I'll just HP Ice because I don't want him SDing on my U-turn out to Tapu Fini. Goes for Rocks, not a big deal. Because he's -1, I feel like I can afford to go Fini here too in default. As he goes Gross. Gonna Nature's Madness because at this point he's kind of in range of... if I Nature's Madness Metagross, I think I Earthquake swept this dude with Togekiss gone. And I also put in range of Earthquake from my Pinsir. The first Earthquake I was talking about Lando. The second one I was talking about Pinsir. This boy can't even double on me, unfortunately. Like, he's gonna double, but I mean, like, he can't... Because of the way Misty Terrain is being played here. Nice double, dude. I always go right back. Nice. What type of T-Tar is this? Give me 50 on it. If it's faster than me, it's confirmed Scarf, which I would very much love damage on you. I'm pretty sure it's banned, though. No, I don't know. AV? I want to keep my Misty Terrain alive just because it helps me out versus Togekiss. I'm not sure what to expect though from this T-Tar. Obviously I did fit. It could be AV. Goes Gross, which gives me rocks. Lovely. I can finally pressure this guy. It's not Scarf. So I believe Pinsir is going to win the game once I get just a little bit of damage off on this bad boy. Just a little bit of damage off. With that Gyro Ball too, because Gyro Ball claims me a KO, whether it be Togekiss, Garchomp, Gren. Ooh, the Ice Punch is here. Alright, finally, I think it's time we Pinsir this guy. He could be stealing him though. No, it was a Z move on Garchomp. We're good. I'm going Pinsir. Alright, I'm getting my KO. I think I KO everything now. Like, actually, Togekiss is in range. I'm pretty sure Tyranitar drops the Earthquake. I also think Metagross drops, and I'm pretty sure that's Weakness Policy Gross, based on how he was playing it. Because it looked like the Agility Weakness Policy. So, as I said, I'm pretty positive that my Pinsir is going to win the game right here. Everything's been set up. Everything's in range. Unless it's Shuka Berry Metagross, which you can't even do anything back. Shuka Berry T-Tar? Nope. There it is. Everything's been set up for Pinsir. Beautiful. Garchomp comes out. I can just Earthquake you. I don't have to care. Knock you out. Don't have to take any unnecessary damage. I said, wow, good game. Good game, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. Pinsir is strong. And all I needed was just a little bit of weakening on everything. I mean, this Mon could have done it at +2 as well. I could have easily went out versus Metagross and SD. I also could have brought up Pinsir versus the -1 Garchomp and won, most likely. But I want to take the more safe approach. But anyway, thank you for watching the first episode of the Road to Top 10. Just shy of the 1200s. Again, I would love if you leave a like. That'd be awesome. Leave a comment as to why you like this series and whatnot. Just show you have the support, or just show me that you're supporting this series. It means a lot. I don't know what top 10 is. We'll look at it right now. It's pretty high up on the ladder, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's like 2,000. So it's pretty tough up on the ladder. We got a long way to go. But thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.